Hello there. It is your favorite mental health physician, advocate, and coach. My name is Dr. Maymunah Kadiri. Today on Finding Optimum Wellness with Dr. May, I will be speaking on the concluding parts of things you should never say to anyone with a mental illness. Number 6, stop focusing on the bad stuff and just start living. One of the most common mistakes is to tell somebody to stop focusing on themselves or on the bad things or on the past and just start living. Why is this so problematic? It can make a person feel even worse about themselves. Let's not forget that they're dealing with a mental illness, a medical condition that is treatable. Number 7, don't use this as an excuse. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by a person's condition and begin to think they are using this as an excuse to avoid their responsibilities. Be careful, because this doesn't always have to be the case. They equally want to do as much as you are doing, but sometimes because of their struggle with this mental illness, they may not be as productive as you want them to be. Number 8, you are like your father and your mother. How would you even say that to somebody? Saying you are like your mother or you are just like your father during moments of intense stress is probably not the best thing to do. You must keep in mind that such a statement is also a judgment that can lead to escalated behaviors or worsening self-esteem. A lot of times, people deal with mental illness. When you say such statements to them, it makes them feel demoralized. It reduces their self-esteem, self-worth, and self-confidence. Please stop using such statements. Number 9, stop acting crazy. You know, when you use such words with a friend, they may take it as fun. But when you use it for somebody who's dealing with a mental illness and you are not using it in that sense of humor, it's really demoralizing. Stop acting crazy. This sounds like a label. It makes them feel like you are trivializing them based on the very torment that they are facing, called mental illness. Last but not the least, the number 10. On 10 things you should never tell somebody who is dealing with a mental illness is when you tell them you are just seeking attention. You should never tell somebody that they are just looking for attention. They have no insight into what they are feeling. So you should never try and invalidate them. We have a lot of empathy towards cancer patients or anyone with a physical ailment like hypertension and diabetes. But why is it that we don't have the same empathy towards someone with an invisible illness? This is the question I'm putting to you today. Try not to add to the stigma and discrimination about mental health and people living with mental illnesses. Be a source of hope to them. Your words count. Mental illness is more prevalent than you might think. The odds are that you may have even experienced a bout of mental health condition that you never really knew you had. Remember, a bad day is not a bad life. Live intentionally.